Okay, so I am heading out to the Leo Mol Sculpture Garden to do a little photo walk. That's the car. Every time. All right, so I am heading out to the Leo Mol Sculpture Garden, and I'm going to be doing a little photo walk with my film cameras today. I did put a thing out on Facebook to see who would join me, but I mean, hey, it's Facebook, and it was a little short notice, so we will see who shows up. And yeah, and the only thing I could take with me was this phone, and I brought 2 different film cameras that I'm going to be shooting with today. It was really hard to not bring my digital camera, but I decided to challenge myself and just do film shooting today. So we'll see how it goes. So I arrived a few minutes early so that way I could be there in case people showed up. But it turns out that I actually showed up to the wrong entrance. But I did end up meeting with my friends and we started just photographing a lot of the flowers. So the 2 cameras I brought was my Holga, which my friend Amy got me, as well as my Canon Elan II. And so I was shooting with mostly Lomo 800 film because it is bright, as you can see in these photos here. So freaking beautiful. There's Ginaya walking along, and look at this garden. I forgot how beautiful it is. So I had my friend Karen take some behind the scenes video of me while I was shooting and photographing things because Karen isn't a photographer, but she is a creative and we just like hanging out together. So yeah, she decided to come help me. But the beautiful colors were captured perfectly with the Lomo film. And then the film I had in the Holga was black and white. So there will be a few of those photos that show up, but mostly you'll see the Lomo film. So, yep, we just kept on walking and getting lost. And then eventually we were joined by a 3rd person. We had our friend Jen show up. And Jen brought her beautiful little baby. And it was really cute just to hang out. So, yeah, there was actually a lot of people. There's Jen and her lovely little baby. So yeah, there was starting to get to be a lot of people because it was around dusk. So, you know, when the light is absolutely beautiful. So we had to try to move around people. But I was shooting with Nifty 50 on the Canon film camera. And so it was pretty easy to blur people out. One thing I love about the English gardens is they put dye in the fountain. So it makes actual blue and aqua water, which is really beautiful. So just, I can't get over the colors that Lomo film picks up. It's so freaking beautiful. Like, it's more rich than probably even when I was there in real life. So yeah, we just kind of wandered around, and I'm getting used to the idea of like setting up my camera so that way it videos me doing things, but I'm still paranoid that somebody's just going to come along and snag it. So that was kind of what happened here. I was photographing with Karen, and then I could see some people out of the corner of my eye and quickly decided to come back and get my camera. But there you can see the beautiful sun starting to set. Oh, golden hour is my absolute favorite. I also forgot how much I really loved hanging out at this park. It's not super close to my house anymore, so it's kind of a drive to get to, but not that much of a drive that I couldn't go there more often. It's just so freaking beautiful. They do such a good job of curating the most beautiful plants and flowers. And then this is like the actual Leo Mol Sculpture Garden. There are sculptures everywhere and a beautiful little pond. There's Karen. And it's just, this is where usually they'll host weddings and things like that. There's Ginaya and Jen hanging out at the pond. I'm shooting from across the pond. So yeah, here are going to be some of the sculptures. I loved it because it was basically a study in bodies and figures. So yeah, I'm not going to complain about that as a boudoir photographer. It was awesome. So after that, we decided to head home because it had been about 2 hours and it was time to say goodbye. So if you want to join me for a future photo walk and you're in Winnipeg, feel free to sign up for the newsletter below or follow me on Instagram at Terry Hofford, and I'll post in my stories when I decide to host another. Talk to you soon. Bye!